Hi, I'm Robert Curran from Appledore Research, and I'm here at FutureNet World London 2025 with Başar Akpınar, co-founder of PI Works. Başar, it's been a fantastic event already. What are your key takeaways from the themes we've been hearing about at FutureNet World?
It's another great event. I was here last year, and it was amazing again. Things are actually transforming, to see that things are transforming in a positive way, much more mature way. I see this year. Of course, the topic was again around AI and automation. Now the things are transforming from AI for AI to AI for telco, more down to earth, which I'm glad, because most of the conversations here, executives were carefully using AI, unlike the previous years. So that is good. And then is nothing artificial about AI in reality. But if you overuse this thing, became artificial. But when it comes to our domain, telco, serious business, and there you require domain knowledge. Companies like PI Works, for instance, we have this RAN, radio network knowledge. We are proceeding well. We actually kind of augmented intelligence became. So this, what we see in the networks and the market, this trend is moving on. I'm glad to see here.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's been a strong theme for the event. In terms of things like network automation, 5G monetization, what are you seeing as a trends with your customers in the marketplace?
Yeah, that's also very optimistic. I have, especially on the 5G monetization. Insofar, another thing, operators were complaining, we invest so much for 5G, and where is the return? Where they write about that. Last Barcelona event, actually, why I'm hopeful, one of our clients in Asia, Singtel, I can mention that. So they started monetizing 5G, finally. Of course, the feature was there, slicing is called, mainly differentiated services for different customer groups. So finally, this is happening. We actually had a PR and announcement about that. So they, Singtel, have a good analogy about that, like airline business. So airline business, most airlines have first business economy class, although first not much anymore because not profitable. But business is the most profitable one, and around 30-40% of their revenue from business, but the 70% profit comes from business class. But in our industry, telco, everybody equally treated same. That should change, and the mechanism to change it, slicing technology, differentiated charging. That's why operators not so happy about the return of 5G. But once you use this feature, which comes with the 5G standalone technology, then you have all opportunities there. I think what needs to be done here, first of all, you need to enable this feature, and it is not static, like vendors are providing as a feature set. It must be dynamic, and so that users can easily self-provisioning their quality levels. Whether, let's say, I want 50 megabit per second, and I want my network provider assure that quality wherever I go. That sort of thing finally start happening. That was in MWC Barcelona. I was really glad to hear finally some things are moving. So we are also leading this change.
Great. So you mentioned network slicing, the range of things operators need. What's PI Works doing to support operators really to enable network slicing as a business opportunity?
Yes. Network slicing feature is a feature already enabled in the 5G SA. But when it comes to radio network, which is base stations, is not so predictive, everything. So you need to really predict the traffic. You need to assure the quality because things are happening on the ground very different way. So the challenge here, making sure your customers, mobile customers, wherever they go, they get certain quality of service. As PI Works, we have the this software mindset, using, of course, using AI-like technologies, then we allow them, enable them. Any customer can tune this feature, whatever quality level they want to have. We enable them. Then for that, you need to predict the traffic. Of course, you need to do these things, you know, from your business, of course, cell level, which is difficult. So as PI Works, we enable that one. Now they are able to switch on this feature and provide for their customers. I think that is the change in the industry. Not only consumers, but also application developers, some other sort of developers, they will pick up on that. Let's think about, once we have LTE, this before smartphone came with Apple, thanks to Steve Jobs those times, then there was not so much monetization. When he came, and this application, which is phone, iPhone, things change. Industry rapidly change. But in order to do that, similar thing can happen with slicing technology. For that, operators need to open up for their ecosystem, including their consumers and the enterprise customers, so that they can innovate new things. Without having this slicing, I can give you example. For instance, we all use sharing economy. We are in the sharing economy. Let's say Uber, we are using Uber. But after a game or sport event, concert, everybody has the Uber. And you call the taxi, everybody treats it the same. But if you give extra dollars for a premium service, why not you get it in the first place? So these application developers, they will get advantage of that and will provide the solution for their customers. So operators providing this infrastructure for them, capability, then I think they will be able to monetize much, much better. That's what I see.
Bashar, I want to drill down on that a little bit in terms of some of those enabling capabilities. So you touched on automation, you've touched a little bit on data. What else is required for an operator to actually get to that kind of business opportunity, particularly the one where they don't necessarily control the end user application that's mediated through a third party? What are the key technologies and capabilities underpinning that?
The slicing could be, if you let the customers do it, which you should do, in my opinion, then it became really complex. In order to manage that, definitely automation must be part of that, and with the support of AI, because you need to predict what will be happening to this user next month, next year, and so on. So basically, as I said, automation reduce this complexity to simple way, and AI to support in that over years. Yeah.
So this field is moving very fast now, network automation in general, and the application of AI into it. What are you seeing here at FutureNet this year that you think looks like a great growth potential for next year when we come back in 12 months' time? What will really have emerged onto the scene as a major impact?
Yeah, things are getting much more smarter, managing our networks, starting, so far we automate many things. We see here a lot of panels and discussions, people using automation, and no more discussion about the automation is key for saving their OPEX or CAPEX. So what I will see, I think next year, what I hope to see, more about, not just operation, but planning related. Because network capacities today keep on investing, 5G or other technologies, is huge. So in order to control this investment, optimal investment, AI and this automation will play a major role. We have all sorts of data right now, so we can predict what is going to happen next. Instead of, suboptimal ways of doing traditional planning, I think this will turn to much more intelligent way, smart network, which will essentially reduce the cost for the operators and improve the subscriber experience. that is the way to go. And PI Works, this is our DNA, and we support operators to realize this mission.
Great. Well, I look forward to seeing if that is the case when we come back next year.
Hopefully.
Good talking to you, Başar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.